Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. You have arrived. Already here and always here. And don't treat this practice as another thing on the to-do list. Because this practice is setting aside the to-do list. It is the space in between our doings. It is also the space during our activities. So just notice what's here right now. Noticing various sounds in the room around you. Noticing the experience of sight, even if your eyes are closed. Noticing the sense of smell, the quality of the air around you. Even noticing the taste on your tongue. Maybe you've had coffee or just ate dinner. There's something that remains. Noticing the sensations on the skin, temperature of the air around you. And noticing, of course, pressure of the seat, the pull of gravity downwards. Noticing any lingering emotions in the chest or the stomach, in the head. And even noticing thoughts in the mind, just as they are, coming and going. Don't touch any of this. Only notice what you notice. We're not noticing in order to do anything or in order to get anywhere. We are knowing our experience directly. We are in contact with what really is rather than our ideas about what is. Right here is peace. So simply remain here and completely rest. Okay. There's really kind of a practical advice here. What we just did is simply come back to experience. Most of the day when we're driving or we're working or we're doing something, we're up here lost in thinking. We're not actually driving, we're thinking about dinner. We're thinking about our problems. We're thinking about how we're going to do this financially, how we're going to get to that place. We got to buy the plane ticket, and then that's going to happen. I forgot to email that person back, and then I got in the fight with my mother. Constant. We're never really just in contact with this moment because we're off thinking about it. So, I learned this from Ajahn Brahm, but there's wonderful spaces in between our tasks. But I like to push that a little bit more. But there's always these in between times when you're on your way from home to work, when you have to walk from this part of the house to that part of the house, or that part of the apartment to this part of the apartment, when you have to wait in line somewhere, sit at a coffee shop and waiting for your turn, whatever. There's always this time that's available to us for practice. Put that on correctly. And so it's so important, or it's useful rather, to use these times as practicing times. That when you're waiting for the bus, back, just what we did today, back to experience, back to what we notice, back to this moment. One of my favorite things I used to do back when I used to go to parties, or even to this day when I'm in a crowd or there's a lot of people around, there's a lot of chaos happening, a lot of things going on. But it's really fun to just stop in the midst of that. You don't have to do anything special, but just to all of a sudden hear everyone's voice as one kind of continuous amalgamation of noise. You can just hear like a noisescape, and you're just present completely and noticing what's going on. Like all of a sudden you're no longer part of the mob and you're just here. And you could do that at any time. So I suggest the times in between as great times to just practice. But remember, that coming back to this moment to experience is available even in the midst of our to-do list, even in the midst of our actions. While you're cooking, you're right here. You can come right back to it. When you're doing the dishes, you come right back to it, having a conversation. You come right back here, watching a YouTube video. You come right back. So don't neglect the spaces in between, because that will translate to the rest of your life. Practice isn't situated only for the time you spend on a video or your formal meditation practice. Practice never ends. It's a new operating system that transforms our day-to-day experience. So remember, come back. And I like what Sam Harris says. He always says, just begin again. When you're off the wagon, you start thinking, you're worried, you're driving, you realize, oh crap, oh, I was just lost in thought. I can't do this. No, begin again. It's okay. Just begin again. Wherever you are, whatever's happened, whatever situation, begin again. Just practice. Thank you for your time today. And of course, as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.